yourself?
I see myself as an average, normal, almost 12-year-old girl.
Every synagogue must ask themselves, how do we as an institution open our doors and become welcoming to every single person in our community?
I love being Maya's mom. Being Maya's mom is like the best. It's the best. She's such an amazing kid. She's warm, she's smart, she's intelligent. I've often described her as everything that's right with the world is Maya. She's just pure and just a wonderful, wonderful human. It's always a pleasure to be her mom, a big privilege and an honor.
Bigger doesn't really mean in size, but it means like developing for me. A lot of people think of me as small, but if I'm talking about how it feels being a Bat Mitzvah girl, I feel very excited.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but from the minute she was born, I just knew there was something wrong. I can't explain it. I guess it's mother's instinct. I knew. I looked at her and I just knew that there was just something. And as, within the first week, second week, it didn't take me long. Like, she was always crying. She wouldn't settle. It was just, there was always something. She wasn't growing properly. She wasn't hitting all of her milestones, or she was, and then she would regress. She was 5.5 months old. Our pediatrician at the time sent us to the children's because he was concerned about her lack of growth. And there we were seen by every specialist in the world. In fact, I'm never going to forget, there was this one med student who was just doing like an examination, and he's just looking in her eyes and it's like, hey, there's something strange with her eyes. Since you're going to be here and we're admitting you, let's have you seen by ophthalmology. And actually it was him that caught her primary disorder, because it does manifest in several ways, but it does manifest with in the eyes. And so that little med student is the one who actually got us onto that path.
Yes, it has been hard because I got made fun of a bit, and it was just hard because I was always short.
Would people bully you?
Yeah, pretty much.
What were some of the types of things they would do or say?
They would say, oh, you're such a baby.
And how did that make you feel?
It made me feel very upset, and it made me feel like I was very different. And at that time, I really didn't want to be known as the different kid, or I didn't really want to be different. I still don't really want to be different, but I just didn't want to be different.
In which ways do you see yourself just like everybody else?
I'm in the same grade as them. I'm the same age as them. I'm as smart as them. It's just my size and just my size and my joints that make me different.
And we went through tons of therapy, and we've had a lot of help along the way with her teachers, her integration aides, psychologists. We've come a long way. And honestly, it was up to the point where she never had a birthday party until she was 8 years old. She refused to have a birthday party. It was always just the immediate family with some birthday cake, but never any friends. She didn't want friends. She said she didn't need friends. She asked to have a traditional Bat Mitzvah where she would get up, do a presentation, and have a party afterwards. It's mind-blowing to me, because really up until she was 8 years old, she never even wanted a birthday party.
How old are you, Maya?
I'm 11 and I am soon to be 12 in August.
You're celebrating your Bat Mitzvah?
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah.
It is essential
that in today's reality, every single Jewish child should be able to have the celebration of their bar or bat mitzvah. And it makes no difference whether they are an able-bodied child or a child with disabilities. There has to be every open door that a synagogue can offer to a child with mental or physical disabilities. Maya's bat mitzvah is a great example to everybody who will be witnessing it, that a synagogue is always able to celebrate every child in its community.
What I've been doing to prepare is basically just reading my speech over and over to my mom and my grandparents, just practicing all of the words and practicing not looking at the speech as much and looking at my audience.
What is the theme that you have been learning about?
Our 3 forefathers.
And who are they?
Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, and also Moshe.
And also Moshe. What do those people have in common from the perspective of how you've been studying them?
They all had some sort of physical challenge.
And why did you want to explore?
Because I have some physical challenges myself.
What are some of the things you're looking forward to about your bat mitzvah?
I'm excited to see all my friends because some of them I haven't seen in like over a whole year. I'm excited to see family. I'm excited to say my speech. Me and my mom have been talking, like I have to say my speech great because, well, they're only going to hear it once. And it puts pressure, but I think we can do it.
What has helped you the most along your journey?
My mom and my best friend. I'd like to say thank you for always being here for me, and thank you for being the best mom ever, and thank you for being my best friend. I'm thinking about the great party that my mom and my grandmother has put together because I'm so grateful for them, and like I wouldn't be having this bat mitzvah without them.
Keep being amazing. Keep being kind. Keep always being a good person. Just keep being a good person. Keep overcoming every obstacle in life because there's still going to be more. You've overcome so many, but there's still going to be definitely way more ahead of you. As long as you stay true to yourself, trust your instincts, keep loving to learn because that's going to take you all very far. I'm super, super proud of you. And I love you more than anything in this whole world.
I just think God helps me do a lot. Just like He helped Moshe speak, I think He has also helped me overcome my fear of speaking. But I know that there's a reason for everything that God does. There's a reason that God gives you a physical challenge. He wanted to prove to my friends and family that just because you're different, you can do anything. To me, he's just a normal person. Like, he's not different than anybody else.
The anticipation and the excitement that goes into one's big day cannot be overstated. So much work, so much preparation has gone into this. I'm thrilled for her. The whole family. I'm just so happy for all of them. Oftentimes I will sit in the back seats of the sanctuary to make sure that they are clear enough that I can hear them loudly enough. Is it the right pace? Is it the volume? Are they smiling? It's a choreography. An enormous amount of work and practice goes into making sure the bat mitzvah girl shines on her big day because that's what it's all about. We have a commitment to excellence, and if we can make sure the bat mitzvah girl hits everything she needs to hit, then I'm extremely happy. The world went to Zoom, and very quickly we realized that we needed to transfer everything over to Zoom. And that meant learning with Bat Mitzvah girls as well. So all of my lessons with Maya were over Zoom. The initial meeting I had with her and her mother were in my office, and other than that, the entire program was virtual.
We have focused on Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Moses for Maya's learning. And if you take a look in the life of Abraham, the first to ever struggle with old age, Yitzchak, an individual who was blind, sight impaired, Yaakov, a person with a limp, physically disabled, Moshe, a stutterer. What does it mean to have our greatest heroes of the Jewish spirit have physical disabilities, have physical challenges? To me, it means, among other things, that those who we celebrate, those that we look up to, those who we call our greatest heroes, overcame physical challenges.
Learning with Maya has been the greatest pleasure. Once a week we would meet, learn over Zoom. It was the highlight of my day. She was an amazing student. She was wowed and excited to learn. It's not frequently that you get a student who is jumping up and down with joy when they are learning, who is sitting on the edge of their seat when they are learning. And these moments were so special. They were magical, really. And I consider myself fortunate to have the merit to be able to learn with her. How lucky am I?